Hello there and welcome to another video from healthhireuk.com. Today we're going to talk about how you can apply to the HCPC. The HCPC stands for the Health and Care Professions Council in the UK. It's a regulator, a professional body for 15 registered professions in the UK. The full list can be found on the HCPC website, but it includes radiographers, physiotherapists and paramedics. You cannot work in any of the HCPC registered professions in the UK legally until you have a HCPC registration number. We're going to talk through the process of receiving a HCPC registration number to make sure you are fully ready to work in the UK. At the end of this video, we are also going to have an amazing announcement. So please stick around till the very end of the video. Now, before you can carry out the HCPC registration, you need to check that you're eligible. Your training and qualifications must be relevant to one of the professions that are regulated before you can actually apply for HCPC registration. Before you apply to the HCPC, you also need to make sure that you've prepared some documents. Now, the first document that you need to prepare is the proof of identity and address. This could include passport or national identification card. A full list of documents that would be accepted for proof of identity and address are available on the HCPC website, but generally something with your address on, an official document, and your passport or national identity card would be fine to show to the HCPC. The second piece of information the second documentation that you need to have ready is the course information, and the professional qualification certificate. So you need to provide to the HCPC the information on the course that you have studied and a certified copy of your professional qualification certificate. So you need to make sure that you have these documents ready to show the HCPC before you start your application. Now, you need to make sure you also have a English language proficiency test. If your degree was taught in English, you can prove this through the UK NARIC. You don't need to take any further tests because you've already studied a degree in English. Otherwise, if you've studied in your home language or in a third language, not English, you need to then prove that you've got a good proficiency of the English language. The way you can do this is by taking one of the tests listed on the HCPC website and making sure your score is above the score that they are requiring. So this could be the IELTS or any of the English language proficiency tests. The full list is available on the website. Moving on, any of your documents that you're providing must be certified. If it's already written in English, you need to photocopy these documents or maybe scan them on and then have them countersigned by a member of high standing in your society. So this could be a doctor, a healthcare professional, or it could be an official service that is certifying these documentation. So there are services available. If your documents are outside another language and not English, then you need to provide official translations. For more information on finding official translators that are going to be accepted by the HCPC, you need to look on the British Embassy website in your own country. Any documents, whether they're English or whether they're non-English, must be signed and that signature must be dated within the last 6 months. Moving on to the declaration, you need to submit a declaration that all these documentations are original and that you're not falsifying any information. This is very important. Moving on to now you've made sure that your profession is registered by the HCPC, you've gathered all your documents together, you've translated any documents, and you've performed your English test if needed. You're now ready to actually start the process of submitting your application. The first step is to create an account. This is fairly simple. Go onto the website, submit your email, submit a password, and just create a quick account. It shouldn't take longer than 5 minutes. You now need to enter your personal details. Again, this is fairly simple. The HCPC will ask you exactly what they're wanting. Now you need to put your qualification information. If you've got a degree or diploma, which means that you can practice your profession outside of the UK, you need to provide evidence of this qualification. Like we said, if it's in English, you can have it countersigned and you can submit this. If it's not in English, you need to have it officially translated and then submit this to the HCPC website. The third section is the professional experience. You need to write in around 20,000 characters. You can clarify the latest number of characters allowed, which will be written on the HCPC website, but you need to write how you meet the HCPC standards of proficiency. you need to show that your experience to date, your qualifications and your work experience means that you are eligible and you meet the standards of proficiency for your profession, which are set by the HCPC. The fourth section is professional registration and membership. So if you're currently registered as a healthcare professional in your home country, provide details of the professional registration to the HCPC. So this could be your registration number or your registration certificate. Simply upload a copy of this to the HCPC. Again, with any documents that are not written in English, you need to have these officially translated. The fifth section is the English language proficiency. Like we mentioned, if you've studied in English, you can simply submit a copy of the UK NARIC to prove that your qualifications were done in English. Otherwise, you need to identify that you've passed one of the English proficiency tests and submit a copy of the results. You now need to submit a declaration that you've been honest with your application and that you're happy to submit the application and that the HCPC is now going to assess your application. Once you've done all these 6 sections, your application is still not considered submitted until you've paid the scrutiny fee. This is around £640. The latest fee can be found on the HCPC website. You need to make sure you have the funds available for this before you even submit the application, because without paying this fee, your application is not considered submitted and you have simply wasted your time. So you need to make sure you have the funds ready and then you are going to submit the application. Once you've submitted your application, the wait time can be months, it can be weeks, depending on the volume of applications and how well you have explained how you meet the criteria for the HCPC. You need to patiently await the outcome from the HCPC. Now, there are 3 possible outcomes. The first outcome is you are successful. You will then be invited to pay a further fee, a registration fee, and you are registered with the HCPC, and that means you can apply for any job in the UK now, which is under the HCPC registration, and you can simply start applying, and that's fine. You've done your HCPC process now. The second is that they require further information, so the HCPC will get back in touch and they will request that they need further information before proving that you meet the standards of proficiency. So this could be that they want to do a further test with you, or they want you to clarify something, or they want you to send further documentation. They will explain exactly what they want in their email. You need to follow this email properly and get back to them. The third outcome is you are refused entry to the HCPC register. The reason behind this will be listed in the email. Now, there is an appeals procedure. However, you must make sure that you have a good chance of winning the appeal. And the way you know you're going to have a good chance to win this appeal is to look exactly on what criteria they have failed you. They will write this in the email to you when they've refused entry, and they will also list how you can go about the appeals procedure. But like we say, if it's a very clear point that they have made, there is no point trying to appeal. However, if you think you actually meet the point that they have refused you on, you can then go on and submit an appeal, and the HCPC will talk you through the process. Of course, this will take some time, but the HCPC will get back to you in due course. Thank you for watching this video. Like we said at the beginning of the video, we have an exciting announcement. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are doing an amazing giveaway. So please do subscribe to our channel. If you found our video useful, share this with others, like this video. If you've got any questions, you can put the questions in the comment section. At healthhireuk.com, we've helped hundreds of candidates over the last year. What we do is we will write all your documentation for you. First of all, we guide you step by step to finding the jobs. We then write your documentation. We'll write your CV, your cover letter, and your supporting information. We'll give you a list of NHS interview questions and answers, and we help you with any further questions that you may have. If you are interested in our service, we currently have an amazing 50% discount using the code NHS50. So please add code NHS50 to the website when you're purchasing our service, and the price will go from £140 to £70. If you have any further questions, you can visit our website healthhireuk.com. We have a contact us page, or you can email us at info@healthhireuk.com. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys.